Hello, it's been 2 weeks. I've continued to put off filming this update. It's Monday, May 5th, 2025. It's like 8:15 at night. And this check-in is going to be for week 5 and week 6. A lot has happened. We've done a lot. We've traveled. I was out the country for 1 week. I came back this Friday that just passed, went out that night, went dancing. Saturday I had a show. Yesterday was Sunday. What was I doing? Oh, I was celebrating a birthday. And today it really feels like a Monday. I was able to get out the house early. I went to a coffee shop. I did some work. I submitted a proposal for an event that I'm coordinating. Leading, I should say. But yeah, it's just been a lot of things, and I need to come and do this. I need to just do this and let this flow and let it go and let it be, because it's been on my mind. And like I said, I have 2 weeks of shit to talk about. Let's tap in. Okay. I think just for my own vibes, I want to add some more to this while I'm yapping. So this is probably going to be an all over the place ass video, but when are they not? So for week 5, we were recovering a sense of possibility. And I just have written here, faith. I have small or large leaps of faith. A risk taker is possibility. Possibility is probability. Take the change. Take the chance and bet on you. So week 5, her little spiel in the beginning, she says you're being asked to examine your payoffs in remaining stuck. You will explore how you curtail your own possibilities by placing limits on the good that you can receive. You will examine the cost of settling for appearing good instead of being authentic. You may find yourself thinking about radical changes, no longer ruling out your own growth by making others the cause of your constriction. The chapter had a lot of I underlined a lot, I notated a lot. She talked a lot about God and prayer and faith in this chapter. And, consciousness and how the Creator is within us. The freedom from all dependency is the only route to real intimacy. I wrote that down. That we have to depend on the Creator within us to really feel the freedom of all dependency, of outside dependency. She says it's the only route to real intimacy with other human beings. Freedom from our terrible fears of abandonment, where we are able to live with more spontaneity, freed from our constant demands for more and more reassurance. Our fellows are able to love us back without feeling so burdened. So at the beginning of week 5, where was I? I left the country. I went to Colombia. I went to see a good friend of mine. I had a birthday. So much happened that week. What I noticed while I was traveling was my reaching for my morning pages got less and less across the board. Like, I wrote Monday, I wrote Tuesday, April 22nd, Wednesday, April 23rd, my birthday. And then I didn't tap back in until Saturday, April 26th. And by then I was already in Colombia for like 2 days. I tapped in again on Tuesday, April 29th. That's when we were in Sylvania at my best friend's mother's house. I tapped in April 30th. We still were in Sylvania at a beautiful, in the mountain, in the Amazon, in a log cabin. Not a log cabin, but in a cabin that she's building. Just like, it was the most realigning thing that I needed. And it was everything. I ate so good while I was there. I had such a good time. We went out to the club once. We had good drinks, lots of good sweets. Oh my God, the food was so good. By Friday, May 2nd, I was back in Jersey. So, yeah. And by then I already was also going through to week 6. Today, Monday, I'm going to start reading week 7. I will say, I feel like because of the travel and because of how much I kind of lost touch with my morning pages, even though I literally brought every single book with me. I traveled to every city we went to. I fucking brought my books, and I struggled still to tap in and write, and I noticed that really affected me throughout the day. traveling was a lot, but I don't know, I just wanted to be, and I do wish that I wrote more. But again, it's just about finding the balance, because I know that it's possible. And there was days that I did just watch the videos. You see, it's like, it feels like a Monday today. Like, I'm feeling like a Monday. It's feeling like a Monday. This feels all over the place, but I have to get this out. Week 5, rediscovering a sense of possibility, lined up perfectly. I was traveling that week. I met Cornel West in the fucking airport, traveling to Colombia. I got drunk. Me and my best friend works for United.
Y'all, so Lyric took me to her fucking Club. United Lounge. Anyways, Cornel West is in Newark Airport. Wow, he's a bad motherfucker. Bad motherfucker.
Got drunk. Our flight was delayed a few hours. It didn't matter because we were drunk. And so, like, the travel to Colombia was super fun. Like, it was the day after my birthday. I had celebrated with my house and dance family in Jersey City on Wednesday, and I woke up the next day, Thursday morning, got my shit packed up, and hit the plane with my girl, and we was drunk in the airport. And it was fucking fun. Met Cornel West, random. And then, you know, flash forward a few hours later, we're in Bogota, Colombia, and my homegirl, my Jersey homegirl, my Colombian homegirl, we meet her out there. That was beautiful. Waking up in Colombia was a dream. It felt like it. In the sense that, like, I was like, oh wow, like, that was just like that. I'm here. Crazy. That was a great time. We went to the hot springs. We went up to the Aguas Calientes. Like, where they have the natural spring mountain water that, like, comes down. That was amazing. When we were at her mom's house in Sylvania, and the little, like, rainforest, like, it rained every single morning, yo, and it was the most beautiful thing to wake up to. I genuinely, like, next time I go back, I only plan to go to her mother's house and, like, deadass live off grid for like 2 weeks. I just feel like that would do me justice. Like, that's my dream, you know? I could just, like, be off grid and disconnect and, like, come back to New York when I want to be, like, a dancer and an artist for, like, a couple of days and then go right back, because who the fuck wants to do that? But no, I love it. I'm complaining. It's actually wonderful, and I'm so grateful to be able to do what I do. The possibility that I was even able to get my ass to another country and do all what I did and fucking have an amazing time, like, that was so fun. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here on this mirror, just kind of using this for a stim. I had so much fun. We saw the Museum of Gold. We went to another art museum. What else did we do? Went around the city in Bogota. We went to the mall one of the days, obviously, just to, like, see what the city life vibes was like. We traveled to Sopó. Sopó was beautiful. We stayed at one of her other auntie's houses and visited one of her other aunties. Is like she's like in her 90s. But, like, this woman, oh my God, like, I want to write a book about her life. Like, that's how much I know that she has, like, things that she could just say. And, like, shit to tell you and wisdom to spit, you know what I mean? Like, she was one of those women that I was like, wow, you are completely there. But, like, she has, you know, she's aging in terms of her physical body, was feeling the effects of aging. And I don't know, just puts into perspective a lot for you. Like, I want to continue to be doing wild shit now while I'm 24, young, hot, no regrets type shit, and just, like, fucking live my best life. So this whole, like, rediscovering a sense of possibility, let's tap in. The exercises this week was a lot of writing. There was, like, quizzes she wanted us to do, like, fill in the blanks. She wanted us to define what are things that we find to be difficult, what are things that look exciting, and, like, just jot them down, write them down. Talks about, like, the use of our sensor, which is, the sensor is, you know, what's the overthinking mind that wants to, like, make sure that we're all correct and perfect and all that. Just, like, answer what you wish for. Like, she has us write I wish 19 times and fill in I wish blank, I wish blank, I wish blank, I wish. Playing in that, because Truly, if you want abundance, you have to first know what the abundance is that you want. Yes, anything really is possible, and that's what I took away from this chapter. Like, I'm like, girl, you're in Colombia, like, throwing ass in this club, like, anything is fucking possible. Like, live your best life, you know? And the day that I arrived back home, Friday morning, well, Friday afternoon, like early afternoon, 3 p.m., I cleaned myself up, put my shit down. I mean, I'm still looking at luggage behind you guys. Don't fucking worry about it. It's gonna get done. And 2 baskets of laundry. Don't worry about it. It's gonna get done. I literally went out that night. Like, I went into the city, went to a house session, saw some fam, saw some b-boys, danced with some bad bitches. Had a great fucking time. Exhausted? Yes. But alive? Hell fucking yeah, bro. I feel so fucking alive, bro. Like, and even today, I feel like I was really productive. I guess I'll say that starting out with writing a list of like, what is it that I want to get done? Not even get done, but what are all the things that I wish for? What do I want? What do I see for myself? That's a great place to start. Because now it's on paper and it's like, oh, actually, it's not going to be as hard as I thought. It's not going to be impossible type shit. So for the check-in, okay, yeah, artist date, guys, lacking on the artist date, haven't been doing it. That's why I'm trying to, get over here, tap in, do something fun. But yeah, I was like, I'm in Colombia, like, I'm on vacation. Like, my artist date was cooking for me and my best friend. Actually, I made lentils. Like, we were going to make a lunch, the one of the days that we were staying at her mother's house. And obviously, like, we're campfire cooking type shit, like, we have a propane tank, but like, we also have a campfire type shit. So point is, though, we don't have that many materials with us, but you got to be tactic and smart when you're in these situations. And I had smoked some za, was chilling, was up reading, writing, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start preparing for lunch. I'm gonna like wash the rice, wash the lentils, because I was making lentils that day. They turned out bomb, by the way. Bomb. And what my silly ass decided to do was put the rice and the lentils in the same pot to wash them. So then when I was like, oh fuck, I want rice and lentils separate, I had to sit there and separate the rice from the lentils for like a good 35 or 40 minutes. I did figure out a method that worked really well. Maybe one day I'll share it with you. And me and my girl chowed the fuck down. We made a whole feast with quesadillas. Girl, the first night we bought us a rotisserie chicken and ate half of that fucking rotisserie chicken in the dark. High as hell. Like, it was incredible. You could hear the outside. The air was clean. There was fresh water everywhere. I could literally drink the water that fell from the sky. I didn't want to leave. But here we are, back in the city. Okay, anyways. For week 6, we have recovering a sense of abundance. I feel like this is perfect. This was the remainder of the trip in Colombia. Obviously up until yesterday. And I did not tap in very well to this chapter, I'm not gonna lie. I did write some notes, but I didn't tap in. I didn't find myself doing all the tasks. I still have some tasks that I wrote down that I wanted to do from week 6 that I just never did because I was in Bogota, traveling back and forth from Sopó, traveling to her mom. Like, I didn't do it. But week 6 talked a lot about the tactical major creative block is money. And you're really asked to look at your own ideas around God, money, and creative abundance. She says the essays will explore the ways in which your attitude limits abundance and luxury in your life. You will be introduced to counting, a block-busting tool for clarity and right use of funds. This week may feel volatile. And that's exactly why I didn't do any of the fucking tasks. Because when I was like, oh, we're counting money and we're writing down what we're spending, I said, on vacation? No. I will say, I really did stay in my budget though. I only took out $215 American dollars that I traded for Colombian pesos, and so that gave me a really good amount of pesos for the entire trip. And the last little couple hundred pesos that I have, I gave to my homegirl because she was gonna stay there for a couple more days. I'm actually going to pick her up tonight at some point. Newark is fucking delayed, so you know how that is. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I didn't really do the task. I kind of lacked on the test, like really bad. But however, and I did stay within my budget, and so that was really. I didn't buy a bunch of stupid
really
shit.
nice
You know,
to
I didn't. I'll be honest. I told my family, I was
acknowledge.
like, I'm sorry, I didn't bring you guys back anything. I actually like. We had plans to like go to a little flea market situation, but like that never really happened. So most of my money was spent on like the couple nights that we had went to nice dining or we had to travel. So like most of the money was spent on traveling, on buses, on Ubers, etc. And then like food, we had went grocery shopping a few times. Shit like that. Like that's where all my money had went. Like I didn't even buy no souvenir, bitch. I didn't buy no, like I wanted to buy some clothes, something cute, but like I was like, let me just chill out. Let's chill the fuck out. Like, most of that shit went to coffee. And the pastries, bitch. Like, I gained weight. 100%. I'm also, like, definitely in my luteal and preparing for my period. You know, and I think that's also why I'm so fucking scatterbrained, too. But, anywho. Similarly, with my morning pages for week 6, I definitely could have done better. But I was able to get a few more journals in. And what else? Let me see. So I did the I wish ones, like the I wish list. And that was really good. I ended up writing a lot more than 20. Yeah, there were so many tasks that I wrote down that I didn't do. Well, the ones that I did do, I did write some serious shit. To accept the responsibility of being a child of God is to accept the best that life has to offer you. Not to get religious on you hoes, but you belong here. I trust the unseen alignment unfolding around me. I hold my frequency with patience, knowing my body and reality is forming with divine precision. I do not force anything today. You are being asked to stabilize what you've already called in. The next phase is already gathering around you, quietly, powerfully, inevitably. Stay ready to receive. I had to talk about, she calls it something called the virtue trap, the virtue trap quiz. Trap queen. Okay. I said the biggest lack in my life is feeling and overthinking that I am not doing enough, making enough money, or contributing enough. My biggest lack is trying to compare myself to everywhere and others around me. Not everything is a motherfucking competition. I said my greatest joy in my life is my ability to adapt and change, to problem solve, to create, and to create joy and love, to create honesty, truth, respect. My greatest joys are my connections, my senses. And after I wrote that, it just started pouring rain. I asked to be near the water. Well, here I am, and that is in Salvaña, Colombia. Primi and I took this picture when we were in Salvaña the last day. It's kind of hard to see with all the forestry around us, but the skirts were so cute, and we just look like two little lesbians, as we are. Friday was fun. When I was able to finally travel back home, I prayed to God so fucking hard. I said, Creator, please do not have me fucked up on this plane ride back home. Because I had a red eye. I had to be at the airport at fucking 4 in the morning, okay? I had a motherfucking red eye already. Pissed. Not pissed, like, Primi was with me, and we got coffee, and we were laughing at the airport, you know, in the morning, and it was cute. But, like, no one wants to take a fucking red eye and then have, like, a 6-hour delay in Newark airport. So, we actually arrived 20 minutes early, which was, like, stunning. Got an Uber. I got my ass back home because I found out that the train from Newark airport to Elizabeth, where I live, is one stop, and it's $11 motherfucking dollars. So I said, bitch, if I'm gonna pay more than 10, I'm just gonna fucking take an Uber. Like, the fuck. So I called my little Uber. He pulled up, and even with traffic, I still got home by 3:30, but that was fine. Saw my family, chatted with them a little bit, ate, because I hadn't eaten really anything that morning at all, except like 3 coffees. I got ready and I went into the city and I went to a house session. That was fun, that was great. Met some amazing people, shook my ass, saw some family, And then Saturday I woke up and had to go into the city again because I had a gig, and I performed a friend's piece of, their name is Kate Cameron, they have a company. And we did a piece at Arts on Site. It was a little show called Finding Compassion. And like all the proceeds were going to different charities and foundations. So it was really fucking beautiful. Excuse me. We were like playing these witches who are like rising from the ashes, and they're like just super femme, super hot, super sexy, just fucking great, bro. Everything I wanted to do. And so that was like super abundant. I was surrounded by amazing people, abundance of love, abundance of friends, dance, art, music, food. Bitch, we went out after. We went to a bar, got some little charcuterie piece of bread. That's what I ordered. And some French 75s. Bitch, that's my favorite drink. French 75. As of right now, it's my favorite drink. I'll fuck me up French 75. The bartender, like, they were playing music and I started dancing and went for I started dancing, and our waiter, he like sat down on the chair, and I started like throwing it back and shaking. And this man brought all of us shots on the house, like a little lemon drop shot. It was good. And there was like 8 of us. It was on the house, bitch. Yo, this is what happens when you go out and have fun. And I found out he was like from Turkey, and he gave me a cigarette. We were smoking. We was talking. It was vibes. Couldn't fucking be any more grateful. Truly. Getting warmer now. I mean, it's been raining in Jersey. Honestly, like today, it was fucking raining all day. I got some pho today though because I deserved it. Abundance. I'm still unemployed. The money is slipping away right now. But, you know, I like to buy nice things and I like to spend money on good food. So it is my fault, in a way. Money comes when money goes. I'm not mad about it. I'm having a good time, bro. And living my bestest life. And jobs will be lining up, coming very soon. I'm starting to put together a new portfolio of things that I need to submit to different companies and different studios and schools that I would like to like either set work on or teach. And then just start marketing myself more and taking social media more seriously and like sharing more of what I do online and just like sharing more openly, not worrying about shit. And just like, I'm a very much perfectionist when it comes to like things that I create. So a lot of the time I won't put something out until I'm like, it's perfect. But what does that even mean? And who has time for that? The thing is, I don't actually give, like, I give a fuck so much, but I don't give a fuck at the same time. And I'm like, you just need to lean into that, Gryff. Like, because the thing is, I do care. I care a lot, and that's the problem. That's the problem. You care so much. And it's like, the whole purpose of art is to make shitty art. The whole purpose of art is to, like, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Like, not everything is going to be a fucking hit, and it doesn't need to be. It's okay. And it's like knowing that I abundantly have more ideas always coming to me. I feel like sometimes that's something that I sit in this lack of like, oh, I don't have any ideas. Or like, oh, when I do have an idea, it's not perfect and like fine tuned and like it doesn't make sense. Someone's not going to get it. Who fucking cares? Those that get it, and those that don't. And if you don't get it, you're not that girl. Or some shit like that. You feel me? I think surrounding myself recently with the people that I've been around who are just really, really open to like letting me take up space in my authentic radical self has been really nice, because I've not been like, oh my God, worrying behind being perceived, worrying about like how other people feel about me. Like I actually really, really happily am thriving and, you know, being the awkward one, being the weird one, like, and just being me and like not really trying to fit into whatever anybody else is doing. Really acknowledging and like the abundance in everything. I've been seeing that a lot more. And I don't just say that because that's what the week 6 topic was about, but in a way, yes. It's clearly I'm feeling some type of way because the black spikes, yo. So what's going on? I'm feeling like I need to be protected. Oh, another thing. The man that wined and dined me that I talked about last check-in. Do you know when something feels too good to fucking be true? And then you just like have to remind yourself, okay, wait. You can't see the red flags if your favorite color is red. So I'm like, all right, let me change my favorite color. Let me change my favorite color. But let me also be open to love. And let me also be open to detaching and remaining focused on what the fuck it is that I'm doing. Because really that's what gets me fucked up in love and lust. And like cute, crushy feelings. Because it's like a crush means nothing. But having a crush is so fun. But no. This is where my brain just like is weird. Oh, I got paint on my skirt. Well, what's coming up and that I'm preparing for, I just got asked to do another show sometime in September, so rehearsals are going to probably start happening for that in a few months. Yay. And it's paid. Bitch. Abundance. So grateful. I'm skipping too far ahead. What did I do yesterday? Oh, I celebrated a good friend's birthday. That my friend who choreographed the work that we did in the city on Saturday, Kate. We were celebrating her birthday yesterday, their birthday yesterday. And actually it was really great. It was really fucking great. I saw some people, met some new people, saw some people I haven't seen in a while, and we had some really fantastic conversations just about ish that's been going on, and you know, like everyone's life and what's the tea. Not even what's the tea, what's the drama, but just like there's some things that have been going down in the circles that we all run in, because it's one of those communities, like we're all dancers and we all kind of are a part of the same community. So like there's some stuff that just like everybody knows about because we all fucking went to school together. And then there's things that people like don't know about, and so we're here talking about it in more contextual means. But there was really good conversations that we had. Those of us that were present in them, in that conversation, like were able to really kind of game plan on like, all right, we got to show up for the community in a bit more of a professional way, and like the older sister vibes, like step into those roles, because we're dealing with a lot of our younger folk in like the company and in these circles. Obviously everyone's at different points in their life, you know, so it's yes about accepting people as they are, but also being a teacher and a leader and a mirror, right? And so we don't want to cause harm when we speak to each other ever, but we also need to make sure that we're abundantly honest, and that we're abundantly loving, and that we're abundantly, you know, aware of what it is and how we all interact in this space together, and like how we expect to show up in this space and how we expect to carry ourselves over here, because we are professionals, and like there's a certain way that you have to be. And I feel like especially when you work with friends, when you work with close loved ones, those lines can blur. So it's really showing me like, all right, I want to start doing work with people who I don't know, who I didn't go to school with, and not that I'm not appreciative and abundantly grateful for that, because it is important. But I also know, like, I'm a professional now and I want to work with other professionals. I don't want to keep working with people who are in college still, who are in these student positions, because I am a student at life, yes. But the expectation, I feel like, and the stakes are higher. It's different. So everyone who's graduated, by the way, congratulations, y'all. You're out. You did your big one. Go get your fucking degree. Take a fucking break. Take a nap. Do something for you now since you're not out of school. College is fucking hard, bro. Like, being a student is really fucking hard. So anybody anywhere being a student and graduating, you did that shit, bitch. Good for you. And it's also made me realize that college is a fucking scam, and it's an institution and a business, and they really try to trick us into believing that we need that place. We need to put money into an institution or a business like that to somehow determine our success and like give us a catapult. And I just 100% disagree with that now at where I am. Always grateful and abundantly thankful for the time that I've spent though in the institution, because I would not be who I am today if I wasn't. Multiple things can be true at the same time. Ow, not ow, but ringing. Hello. I think they're telling me to wrap it up because I don't really know what the fuck else to say. Guys, Gryff in the future. Week 7, we'll talk about next week, or whenever the fuck I get to making this video. Hopefully not in 2 weeks from now. Ooh. Love like this before. Okay. I think it's time to go. Peace and balance. Love you. See you next Sunday.